England won the toss in the first test of the Ashes and elected to bat at the Gabba. As Alistair Cook saw off the first ball, scored off the sixth, and was gone by his 10th, as Mitchell Starc wasted no time breaking through.
Moved into first slip and grabs his first opportunity. It's a big one. Alistair Cook's on his way.
James Vince attacked,
It should run all the way.
as Mark Stoneman found the fence and looked right at home in the middle of the Gabba.
Punched it. And if he can whack it back into the turf here at the Gabba, it races away for 4.
The two piled on the runs and brought up a century stand as the rain began to pour after lunch.
And we've just had the covers on for a brief period here.
Vince continued on and reached 50.
Finds the gap as well. Aggression from Vince. Hazelwood not happy. But Vince scores the first 50 of the summer.
Though Payne put down this chance.
Oh, now. I just wonder if there might have been a little tickle on that.
But a fired-up Pat Cummins saw the back of Stoneman to break the Mammoth partnership.
Squared him up, and might have just got away a little off the seam. But Pat Cummins has made the breakthrough.
Vince neared a century.
And if the wickets start, we might get on a roll. There's another boundary, this time a very fine leg.
Although Lyon pounced to have him well short of his ground.
Take the single, got to go. He's out, he's out! What a throw! And it's Nathan Lyon, I reckon he's got his man.
Dawood Malan entered the fray and tried to swing the momentum.
He waited and placed it, and he'll get 4 for it. Lovely batting from Malan.
As Cummins trapped the skipper in front.
Oh, hello, LBW, is it? No, it isn't, it isn't.
A review going the Aussies' way.
It's 3 reads.
Moeen Ali took it to his opposing spinner.
Crunched it. Hasn't been done all day.
Malan found the rope once more
Put away. Very, very well.
before bad light spelled a premature end to the first day of the Ashes. England 4 for 196. England resumed day 2 at 4 for 196, with Dawood Malan and Moeen Ali aggressive from the outset.
No need to chase that.
Malan posted 50, with the Aussie quicks employing some bodyline tactics.
And have a look at Malan here, just jumping already. He's already expecting another short ball. He's walking across inside the line and jumping.
Cameron Bancroft on the wrong end.
Shot. Crunch.
But the tactic eventually paid off, as Malan fell hooking, line and sinker.
Gone! Starc gets it right, drags the pull shot, and the wicket.
With that stand broken, the wickets tumbled as Nathan Lyon roared.
Oh, he's knocked him over. Beautifully bowled Nathan Lyon. Just threw it up a little bit higher, a bit wider, and juiced the drive. Too good.
Pat Cummins too good for Johnny Bairstow.
It must be out. Must be out. It'll be Tim Payne who clings onto it. That's the problem Bairstow faces.
Jake Ball scored a trio of boundaries.
That's a good stroke as well. Gets away from the ball.
And what was certain to be a fourth was catching practice for David Warner.
What a ripper.
Stuart Broad spared a life by Shaun Marsh. Peter Hanscom not so giving.
That's out. Very safe catch.
All out 302 England. Australia will be very happy with that. England will be a bit disappointed. They would have wanted to get it to about 350.
Australia's dominance in the first session was countered in the second, as England struck the first blow after lunch. Debutant Cameron Bancroft gone for 5.
Pushing it a wide one. That's the line.
Usman Khawaja appreciated James Anderson.
Let's through him again.
Moeen Ali, not so much.
As it hit the pad and he's out. He's been given. It slides on, doesn't spin like the one before. Front pad gone.
Australia's woes continued as Warner made 3.
Taken. He's hit it straight to mid-wicket. There was a juggle on.
Hanscom was positive from ball 1, though a leg before review after tea saw him depart.
It's worth a shout. That is straight. Is it hitting?
Wickets hitting. It's 3 reads.
Shaun Marsh showed his intent.
It's been the body that hasn't helped him. That's the shot you need when you start.
And Steve Smith showed his class.
Straight as you want to get, and that's why you stay wide.
Yeah, that's a beautiful shot.
The two piled on 89 runs for the fifth wicket. The skipper posted 50 and both remained unbeaten. Australia 4 for 165 at stumps, still trailing by 137 runs. Australia started day 3 at the Gabba with 4 for 165 on the board, as Shaun Marsh picked up where he left off.
That's a good shot, no worry in that. Marsh is away, that's a boundary.
He posted 50, then departed,
He's got him, has he? Yes, he has. There it is.
leaving Tim Paine to partner with the skipper and help Australia pass 200.
Well played, Steve Smith.
Paine was undone by this peach from Jimmy Anderson.
And Bairstow picks it up. Wow. 4 balls with the new ball, and they've got their 6th wicket.
With Mitchell Starc starting with a bang.
Pumped down the ground for 6!
For Starc, though, it was 6 and out.
Oh, leading edge, and he's gone now. There's an eventful piece of cricket.
Pat Cummins and Smith saw the host through lunch.
Got some timing on that. Woakes just over pitched, and there's a gap there for the square drive. It's going to get there, I reckon.
Cummins well up to the task after the break.
There's 4.
Smith chanced his arm on 94.
Nearly an edge. It was there.
And after 56 minutes in the 90s, he reached century number 21.
Now Broad. He does drive and brings up the 100. The first of the Ashes summer, and how appropriate. It goes to the Australian skipper, Steve Smith.
Cummins played the shot of the day.
Oh, how about that for a shot? Ho, ho, ho. Thank you very much. That's as good as I've seen in a match right there.
But fell soon after, trying to emulate it.
Caught. The strategy's been there. Woakes hasn't really executed it perfectly.
Smith was unfazed, even managing a smile after this short ball.
You've got to try and unsettle him, and the only way you'll do that is well-directed bounces. They've bowled a lot of bounces to him, but not many of them have been well-directed.
He chased quick runs.
Down past the bowler. Beautifully timed again from Smith. Waited for the right one. Found the gap. Quality batting.
As Australia garnered a lead.
Flicks it away nicely. Controls it beautifully. Australia have got the lead.
Spin wrapped up the tail.
Oh, he's out.
Smith unbeaten on 141. Australia all out for 328. Trailing by 26 runs, England got off to a good start as Mark Stoneman found the offside gap.
That's 4.
Though Alistair Cook's nightmare test run continued, a brilliant catch from Starc handed Hazelwood the first.
Has supported Hazelwood beautifully.
James Vince gone for 2, Hazelwood claiming a second.
Comfortably. And this is Australia. Listen to the crowd. They're behind their team.
Joe Root and Stoneman survived a late innings barrage.
When you talk about Johnson, that's one of those Johnson deliveries.
England 2 for 33 at stumps on day 3 with a lead of 7 runs. England resumed day 4 at 2 for 33 and Joe Root showed England's intent early.
Oh, good shot. Lovely shot. Doesn't even move, Joe Root. He knows he's nailed that.
As Root dealt with the pace, Mark Stoneman couldn't deal with the spin.
Take it. He goes forward at first slip. It's a brilliant catch.
Nathan Lyon claimed Darwood Malan. Steve Smith the safe hands once again.
Beauty. That one's pitched about middle and leg and spun across Milan.
He very nearly claimed another.
Oh, that's a super effort from Smith. He knew it wasn't going to carry to first slip.
As Moeen Ali and Root countered.
Root still finds the gap. Beats the 2 gullies, beats the backward point.
The captain posted 50 before Ian Healy's words of advice rang true.
Last chance, Josh. Get it right. Oh, he has! He's out! Beautiful length. Drift into the front part of Joe Root. And the 50's finished.
Moeen Ali ramped up his aggression and looked set at the crease.
But that's a perfect example of it, really.
Before some Tim Paine magic had him walking.
And it's beaten the outside edge. Tim Paine thinks the back foot has shifted.
Yeah, I'm ready to make my decision there. If to go up on the big screen, my decision is out.
Johnny Bairstow and Chris Woakes combined.
That's through, that's wide. put away. That's what it deserved.
as concern arose over Mitchell Starc's ankle.
He's grabbing his ankle there, his right ankle. That's the one that he lands with that front foot.
Though he put those to bed, first with Wokes.
But he can't. The outside edge, the shoulder of the bat. Glides at the second slip.
Then Bairstow.
Oh, nice. There's a man down there, though. Straight to him.
A review for Broad, giving him 3.
Misses. Oh, they like it. They've appealed. Starc hasn't, however.
Okay. Yeah, you're on screen.
The change in Broad is out.
Jake Ball fell victim to the bouncer barrage.
He can't. It's over his head. Third man can or fly slip.
England all out for 195. Needing 170 for victory, there were some nervy moments early for the hosts.
Facing a classy bowler, though, in James Anderson.
But the two openers settled and then attacked.
Now Warner hasn't hit it perfectly, but well enough.
With Cameron Bancroft immovable.
He did not flinch at all. That's it, straight into his six-pack, I reckon.
The runs flowed. Australia well on top in the final session.
Oh, he does go up and over and dead straight.
Warner posted 50, and he and Bancroft celebrated a maiden century stand.
First 100 stand between Bancroft and Warner.
Before Bancroft too celebrated a milestone.
Runs away, that'll be a boundary, and that's a 50. Wasn't the first innings, but it is a 50 on debut in the second.
Australia 56 runs away from winning the Test match at Stumps on day 4. Required 56 for victory on the final day, taking just over an hour to find the runs.
That's a beautiful stroke.
Both Bancroft and Warner remaining unbeaten, and Australia claiming a 10-wicket victory in the first Test of the Ashes.
Win the first Test match. The Magellan Ashes are underway and in favour of a very comprehensive Australian victory.